Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. Today we are listening to a comeback of another solo artist. I have not heard of her before. Maybe she was from a former group and now she's a solo artist, or maybe she's kind of new and has always been a solo artist. Anyways, help me out in the comments below. So the name of the artist is Yubin. She sounds a little familiar, but then again, I do get mixed up with a lot of K-pop artist names. So Yubin is the artist, and the name of her song is called Perfume. I like certain kinds of perfume, but not the very strong ones. Floral, they're okay if it's very light and subtle. But anyways, that's just my taste. I don't know. Maybe Perfume will be like a happy, joyful, pink, bubbly song, or maybe it has a more mature content too, just because I don't know, kids usually don't put perfume on. Teens, maybe mists, maybe those 20 and above might perfume more. I don't know, but let's check it out right now. Ooh, lots of perfume, very pink. Some have fallen and maybe broken too, as the table looks a little wet in my opinion. But yeah, Yubin Perfume, let's go. Oh, hello.
Perfume. Don't ask me anything. 아무 의미 없지. 너를 선택한 건 그냥 끌리는 향인게. Oh, I can guarantee my heart. I'm a real bad bee. So 위험한 향풍기지. Toxic, bossy, nasty 알고 싶겠지. 선택은 내 몫. 오늘은 너로 That's all now, 취해. Oh, that's all my baby boy. 공허한 이 도시의 공기 채우기 힘들어. 어지러워. Perfume 나의 향기롭게 만들어줘 baby be mine. Perfume 너를 뿌릴 때만큼은 새롭게 빛나. Yeah. Perfume, perfume, perfume 웃어 나를. Perfume, perfume, perfume 그래 넌 oh my 향수. 제발 궁금해하지 마. 알잖아 everything is nothing. 날 알려 하면 할수록 모를 거야, 모를 거야. 공허한 이 도시의 공기 채우기 힘들어. 어지러워. Perfume 나의 향기롭게 만들어줘 baby be mine. Perfume 너를 뿌릴 때만큼은 새롭게 빛나. Yeah. Perfume, perfume, perfume 웃어 나를. Perfume, perfume, perfume yeah baby. 내일만 사라져 찬양마저 baby watch think about 오늘 내 기분이 단지 너일 뿐. 미치겠어. Perfume 나의 향기롭게 만들어줘 baby be mine. Perfume 너를 뿌릴 때만큼은 새롭게 빛나. Yeah. Perfume, perfume, perfume 웃어 나를. Perfume, perfume, perfume 그래 넌 oh my 향수.
Is he like, or I should say, is she like a vampire that sucks men's like sweat and then it turns into perfume? Ooh. So I just thought of a crazy theme or idea from this MV. So first of all, I don't know anything about Yubin. If you do, please comment below, like I mentioned before, but Perfume is not as innocent as it seems, and at least for the story. So we first see her coming out kind of like a monster, or reminded me of like a water creature that was lurking somewhere, and then all of a sudden it comes out at you. So that's what I got from Yubin first. And we can see her, as I fast forward a little bit, coming out of this really disgusting yellowish, brownish water or liquid, if you will, and it seems like she was refreshed in some ways. At first I had no idea what it means other than, well, that's gross and kind of creepy. But she's also surrounded by flowers and plants, and also a lot of like empty bottles and containers underneath. I had no idea, or I didn't know how to interpret it when I first saw it, other than, okay, she took a bath and in this really gross murky water, and she just has a lot of stuff on the floor. Don't step on it because it might, shatter and you might get a cut. But later on, I feel like I was able to create more of a story. But here we also have a lot of scenes where she's dancing in this blue dress with other dancers in a very, I guess, they all had the same clothing for the dancers. So she really stood out with that bright blue dress while everyone is more black and white. And yeah, we were able to see a lot of the choreography, which was nice. Kind of simple, meaning like she leans, she moves a little bit. So the type of dance she's showing is kind of like just little bits of movement, nothing too drastic. And she also looks kind of elegant in some ways, which matches this MV. So she's not expected to dance a whole lot, but move and groove a little bit. And so we see her getting ready and dressing up, again surrounded by plants and just a lot of colors going on. But I realized in this scene she started rapping a little bit more, and I really like her rapping voice. It's very low. Sometimes when she talks it went so low, and I was like, oh, whoa. And then she raps again, that's slightly higher range but still in the low range, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I really like that type of voice. We see her walking and we see the main character, the guy, or sorry, I should say the secondary character, the guy, and he's walking by Yubin, and the smell just caught his attention, kind of like, all sorts of perfume commercials where a girl, beautiful girl in elegant clothing walks by, and then other people or the men, it's just like, oh, that smells so good, I will follow her, Yeah, and then she had that smirk on her face, kind of like, I caught you, or I have your attention now, mwahaha, that type of a feel. And then this part is like Michi, so like going crazy. I'm not sure if he is going to turn crazy or she's going crazy, because this song is actually like a love song, except the MV makes it more dramatic and a little crazy, if you will. And then we see her, putting makeup on, and can we just like pause and look at her nails right now? That looks super uncomfortable. I don't have my nails painted today, but I usually do once in a while, and that looks so uncomfortable. Like it feels heavy and there's just things dangling, and it's just like I can't do anything. Like, how do I even put makeup on? So I know it's just for the scene, just for the MV, but like really, I already thought like those 2-inch sharp nail claw things were already like intense. Now there's like these dangly ones. Whoa, I bet it took forever to take off too. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But anyways, she looks very, classy, and it's just getting ready for something, right? And the choreography is quite simple. A lot of like pretending you're smelling your perfume. One part that just made it a little more humorous, in my opinion, is fume, fume, fume from Perfume. It sounds like pew, 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 but it's fume, fume, fume. So yeah, nothing wrong with it. I just wanted to smile and giggle when she said that. but they all look so serious too. So it's like Perfume. But I was just like, ha 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 ha. Anyways, yeah, people do put perfume here, right? I usually put it up here so I can smell it more, but whatever works for you. And we also saw a lot of this part. Also, the guy had that too. I thought it was like, is it trying to symbolize something like not as appropriate? Because the video did have an age written on it, but I'm going to interpret in a way that I thought it was after watching the whole MV. It looked like the perfume kind of just made the guy a little cray, kind of like pass out, and everything is like, woo. Maybe one can say he was drugged up with the perfume. The smell of perfume just made everything so light and airy and colorful and neon, but we will know what will happen later. So that's what I got. But if you thought of other things, sure, feel free to comment below. But yeah, so that's the guy right here. And then we see her dressed up in a very black, more formal outfit, her hair up, and same as the dancers, matching her as well. And the floor is full of flower petals. There's still trees and plants in the background. And I really like the transition of her dancing in this scenario or scene, and then it moved to, where can I find it? It moved to another part. But this part I realize is more like a laboratory full of flowers and perfume that can be very deceiving. So that's when I noticed, oh, the flowers, right? Perfume usually has a floral smell. Maybe that's hiding the scent of human or men. Dun, dun, dun. So I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on? But we also see her in this area which is kind of caged up with a lot of shattered glass on top, same as the very beginning of the MV where she was wearing the blue dress. Again, shattered mirror in the background, probably something symbolic as well. And then we see, I don't know where the transition is, but we transition right here. Yeah, I thought that was really cool because everyone was in sync. Yubin's there, the dancer is there, so I thought that was really cool. Nicely done with the transitions. And then we see her, you know, getting closer to the guy. I feel like for the actor, the director's like, just pretend you're asleep the whole time and you're good. And so I think if he watches this MV once, you know, it's official and all that, he'll be like, oh, so that's what I look like. All right, I pretty much died, right? So she is actually collecting and making perfume based on the man's sweat or blood or soul or I don't know, the juice in him. And so I think he pretty much died. And she's like a vampire perfume monster. And so all the perfume that she had was probably made by men or from men. And that the flowers and plants are covering up the smell, like I said. So it smells nice. People would think it's just normal perfume, but it's more than that. And so, yeah. There was also one scene that I remember where she sprayed, like, red in her face. I was like, those who never use perfume, you don't spray it like that. Pretty sure it's just water for the MV, but don't do that. But it seems like maybe she's also like a witch or something where she needs perfume made by humans in order to live and thrive and be youthful and beautiful as well. Kind of like Tangled, if you will, from Disney, that type of a feel that I got. So I was like, whoa, that was very twisty in the end. I like it. So yeah, tell me what your thoughts are, if it's similar or not, but it felt more vampire-y than the very beginning of the MV. So yeah. Very creative. Didn't expect that coming at all. So thank you for watching it with me. Support Yubin and also her newest song, Perfume. And check another video with me real soon, okay? Bye!